Good morning, Las Vegas. It's time to rise and shine.
Michele Kubiak. I am hosting today. My co-host Patrick Phrase is out sick, so please get better soon, Patrick. Today is absolutely beautiful outside. So if you're thinking about getting out there, go hiking, whatever, it's going to be warm, and I'm excited to go outside today. And so we have some current events coming up this weekend. So prepare for extra travel time because EDC is in town this weekend. So there's going to be a lot of traffic. And as you know, like we spoke on last week, was all the orange cones in Las Vegas and all the road work, especially on the 15th with the A Stadium coming. Where the Tropicana Hotel is, so they're going to be doing a lot of work around that area as well. So just prepare for extra time for traffic this weekend and actually always, because I've gotten the habit lately of leaving 45 minutes earlier than normal just so I get there on time. I'm not in a rush, and it's really important to be safe out there. And same with out there in that sun. If you're new to Las Vegas, new to the area, it's really important, even if you don't feel thirsty, to stay hydrated because we have a dry heat here, and you can become dehydrated before you know it. So get out there, enjoy the sun, be safe, and I am really excited about the guests we have on the show today. They're going to bring a lot of value and information on a couple different topics, and we're going to have them come on right after the commercial break.
This show is brought to you by Modern Word Ministries.
Shopping for a new home is an exciting time, and the mortgage process just got easier. New American Funding's all-digital mortgage application takes all the hassle out of applying for a mortgage. Simply put in your information and we do the rest. Safely and securely verify your income, assets, and tax information electronically. Plus, you get access to track the progress of your application anytime, anywhere. Less questions, less paperwork, less hassle, and instant access. Ready to start shopping for your new home? Let's get started.
Have you ever dreamed of sharing your views and knowledge with the world? It should be easy, right? Just turn on your phone, talk into the camera, upload to your social media, then sit back and wait to go viral. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. Not only that you need a great message, you also need a video production as well as a quality sound and lighting. If that's not enough, you still need to make sure that video's description, title, and thumbnails are optimized by SEO and search algorithms. What a hassle! Don't worry, Social Media Shows is here to help. With our years of production online experience and professional studio, we can remove all the technical roadblocks out of your way so that you can focus on the message you want to share with the whole world. We have production plans that fit any budget. Visit Social Media Shows today at socialmediashows.com and schedule your free pilot audition today.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Michele, Kubiak, your host, and we have some very special guests here today. We have Queen Carrie Brown, and we're going to have called Byron, King Byron today. So they have some events coming up and a lot of information to share. So Carrie, tell us what's going on this weekend.
Wow, Michele, I'm excited. Really, I am excited to be here today because this event that we have this weekend is the Royal Court Installation Coronation Service, but it is a sacred service that is very important in the implementing of me today being the nation's ambassador USA. And during the time I did receive the titling in 2018, I really couldn't do too much because we then came into the pandemic. So it really didn't stop me from trying to get everything together. And then the titling itself, again, you see me with the sash on today, which has made historical history in our history because the United States flag could not fly behind USA. So that royal regal crown and titling, I am that first queen to hold that position in our nation today. So today being the queen of Las Vegas Entertainment, capital of the world, nation's ambassador USA.
Gosh, thank you for coming. That's great. So tell us what this is all about.
Wow. What it's all about was, from what I understood when they reached out to me in 2014, I really thought they lost their mind. Because the first thing they talked about, they needed someone to represent this prestigious titling. But it had never been done by any king or queen or a president in our United States history. So they really needed to get things going and found out it resided right here in our Las Vegas. So it had to be put into motion. So I became Miss Las Vegas, then Miss Las Vegas MT, Miss Las Vegas Capital USA, Miss Las Vegas World. So when I got to be the World USA, they dropped the, and then I became the Royal Regal Crowning World USA Queen, who then had to go into the international finals for World USA to capture that crowning title. Could have been anybody else. It could have been any queen from all over the world. We had queens here from the Philippines, India, the UK, and Carrie was standing there with the rest of those queens right here in Las Vegas at the Orleans Hotel and Casino. And that was in 2018. Yeah. So what it's all about, though, from what I understand and what my executive directors told me, it's integrity. It's your example. It's the high bar that I set. They watched me for 4 years. They said they didn't even know that there was a woman that even walked around like me, and they needed my example. So I began to feel like the Statue of Liberty. I was like, okay.
Well, you're prettier than the Statue.
Oh, you're so sweet, so kind. So what it is was, and what I really love, because people ask me all the time, how did you get all those titles? I have to do the right things. I have to treat people with kindness and care. I have to be loving. You know, and God does not want us to be separate, and that's part of the title too. One nation under God. So when you really think about God and what He stands for, He wants the same thing for us, from us to His people. But we got to walk it. We got to talk it, and we got to live it. Now, are we perfect? I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to go in your houses with a microscope or a microscope, you know, and be looking at, and God's zones out there and who He wants to choose. Who we may not set that high bar, but can we come close enough? Because He wants to bless His people. And what I have learned, we don't have to wait to go to heaven. I thank God for all the crowns He placed on top of me that I can see right here, right now. And then, you know, sometimes we wonder, oh, what is my crown going to look like when I get to heaven? But I can have heaven right here on earth.
Yes.
Just being nice to people.
In the royal court, But we do a lot of community stuff, and we always try to do some spiritual enrichment at the same time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's where the real growth comes from. Is the
Absolutely.
spiritual work. Yes, I know.
Absolutely. And it's so needed.
It helps peel the layers of the onion off. You know,
Yes.
where
Definitely.
I mean, because the world is our classroom, right?
Absolutely.
And when we get connected with a God of our understanding, we can, grow and develop and meet people like you that help teach us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I really like what you're about, and I know that wasn't what we were really going to talk about today about the anti-bullying. That's a big deal that you take your time and resources to go out in the community and help with that, because that is
It's
so
a crisis.
needed. It's so needed. I know another young gentleman that is about anti-bullying, and they come in all ages, kids
Absolutely.
and adults, and
Absolutely.
family members.
Yes. And it's so glad, Michelle, that you bring that out, because when I was going through my bullying experience in 2016, everybody wanted to blame the children. My bullying did not come from the kids. It came right straight from adults.
Yeah.
And it came in a way that I was really enlightened, because I'm looking at this thing like, really?
Yeah.
What is this? So because I love to study, I took it a little deeper. So when you take the umbrella off of bullying, it comes from the root word, which is in the Bible, a jealous spirit, which is a murdering spirit. So that's why it's so lethal. So it just like she said, peel that covers off. So God began to unfold to me and begin to peel off that layer of the onions. So now we got discrimination. We got retaliation.
Yeah.
We got this, so many different forms of, bullying. So through my bullying experience, and this is true, I was mad. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I found it to be cute. My take was, now look, I'm grown. I'm not going out here to fight folk, but I'm going out here to make a difference. When I say I lost practically everything, I did not lose my God, because I kept on praying. But it threw me out here on the streets of Las Vegas, and nobody at that time knew. I was homeless, didn't have a job, didn't have no money. I kept on running around here functioning like everything was all right, but it really wasn't. I was sleeping on the steps downtown at the courthouse, because I'm going to get some help for this here thing, because we got to straighten this out here in Las Vegas. I went to the dignitaries. I went to our congressman. God rest his soul, Tyrone Thompson. Assembly Tyrone Thompson is the one that caught me from another congressman. I want to say his name, Congressman McCoy, at a legislative meeting I went to, and I told my story, and it wasn't a dry eye in the building. And then they told me, we need you to team up with Tyrone Thompson here in Las Vegas, your assemblyman, which I did. He also gave us recognition, and also from the House of Representatives, the Black Caucus. So the mission continues. And so at the time when I was to go to Reno to speak to the floor, the pandemic had came in, and unfortunately Tyrone Thompson had passed away. But he always will hold a big place in my heart, because he knew the necessity of dealing with, not just the crisis, but the critical necessity of getting people to understand bullying isn't just our children. It's you adults too.
Yes.
And you brought it out in the homes. Here we go. What is your example to your kids?
Yes.
What are you teaching them? But yet they want to rely on us adults. Because I used to teach too, the children out in the East Coast when I was in Camden, New Jersey. Because I always felt like if I can save a child, and most times I was a child, then the child can help minister to their own parent.
Yes.
Now, you know, Mom, that ain't right. Because I grew up in a time that we did have that thing with the Rachel situation, and I had to go to school being called names. I didn't like it. But I made up my mind I was going to do what I could do to make it better, that I'm a nice person, but I found nice don't even have nothing to do with it anymore. People are just stuck in their ways.
Yes.
But watch this, y'all, but when it meets you at your front door, Now you want to call me. I got this bullying situation that I don't understand. But now that we've been through it, been through some of the ramifications, and like you said, we can teach,
Yes.
we can instruct, we can help you understand. You don't need to be doing that.
Yes.
That stuff is not cute, and it causes death. And that's the part I don't like.
That's
Right.
it, and that's the most hopeful part of it, because people lose their lives over it.
Young people
Yes.
Young
committing
people
suicide.
Can't
Yes.
Fight for
understand.
themselves
They can't
either.
fight for themselves, and they haven't learned the skills of conflict resolution.
Right.
Right.
And you hear what he said, conflict resolution. Like me, I'm looking at it like, okay, what is this? I've never been through nothing like this before. But I'm glad we got this platform today that now we're touching on this. Doing my study, I found out through the cities and states, when you all are crying out, I can't get no help. Nobody's helping me. I went here. Sometimes you might find yourself at the wrong office, but they're not going to tell you where to go. There is a certain percentage, listen to me clearly, in our cities, in our states, regulated through the government, that there is a percentage of bullying allowed. Isn't that crazy?
That's horrible.
That would keep them from doing their job. Well, I'm not having that. Not for what it did to me. And I took my case all the way to the United States District Court, and I won it right here in Las Vegas. They were happy that I dropped all my evidence in their presence, because they were like, whoa, we cannot have this up in here.
It's case law.
Absolutely.
It's actual case law.
Yes. And then I'm going to shout her out, because I did get the opportunity to meet and speak with Mayor Goodman. She has a faith-based anti-bullying. I went to one of her breakfasts one day, and I appreciated that, because everybody who is trying to make the difference, we need you. We don't need I did this. We got to continue to do that, because it's getting worse. We have the statistics of the bullying, because that's when they tell the story, or a family member may not know. I share this with the parents. Time your child comes home acting funny, you need to talk to them. Do not let them tell you nothing is wrong. Yes. Something is wrong with them. Is everything okay at school? I know I did that with my kids.
Yeah.
They're not talking. What's the matter? Well, I had this problem. Well, I'm going to the school.
Yeah.
And it's a little more complicated now, too. With
Absolutely.
Social media, because
yes.
a lot of bullying happens on social media. The cyberbullying, the kids take that even worse than...
Oh, yes,
personal.
outrageous.
And it's hard enough being a teenager and going through school and all the self-esteem issues. And then you couple that with bullying. I mean, these poor kids, it hopefully, like you said, at home, they're getting edified and talked up to. There's so many things that they could offer in schools to help that.
Absolutely. And this, I want to say this too, and then I'm going to touch on one more thing for this weekend. Don't be afraid to tell.
Yes.
That's true.
I was a tattletailer. Yes, I was. Don't be afraid to be a whistleblower. Especially if it means your life. That's what happened to me. They put a hit on my life to kill me. And I found it out. So I didn't go out there and tell everybody. I went incognito. I went buck wild ninja. Oh yeah. Yes, I did. I'm being y'all come to my life? Oh baby, no, I only got one. Okay. And I say that to say, because you can't always let them know you know what they're doing to you. You got to be a little strategic.
Yeah.
Come on now, you got to use wisdom.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was a little strategic. Yes, I did. And I say this to say, because what I found through my bullying experience, because I did try not to tell nobody, but it got heated. Now you coming after my life, and now you done ran me out of Vegas on the Greyhound bus. Nobody ain't ran Carrie nowhere. If I get ran anywhere, it's because God sent me, and I'm no longer here on earth. We cannot treat people like that.
No.
But my thing is, I was afraid to tell anybody because of who was doing the what to me. I felt like ain't nobody gonna believe me because of the prestige that they carry. Yes, in the nation, in the world, but they are capable. I don't care what type of notoriety, how famous they are capable of the same thing. Why do I say? Because it happened to me. Now, because of legality of it, I'm allowed to tell my story. And I'm going to bring this out. I'm allowed through the court to tell my story, but I can't tell who bullied me. This is what I'm going to say, because I am the nation's ambassador today. I get this divinely from God. If you are big enough to do what you do to your brothers and your sisters, be big enough to say that you did what you did to the person so you can heal.
Yes.
Because we're here to help the bullies too. And we still love the bullies. But you cannot continue your lifestyle like this. Because one thing, God does rain on the just as well as the unjust. They say karma is something else, but you do not want the hand of God on your life. At the end of the day, let us start today. Take an examination of yourself. I did the same thing, Byron and Michele. Did I bully somebody? You know what I mean? Why am I going through this? Let me check Carrie.
I love that. Yes.
Did I do something? If I did, tell me.
And you just said something that was really important too. You said about how it hurts. Hurt people hurt
people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
if
we
you're
have
hurting,
to start the healing process.
Yes. Help me understand so I can help you heal.
Right.
I love you. I've been broken. Hurt goes beyond. I've been broken. And I still love some of the same people who hurt me. Because sometimes they don't even mean to hurt. Or sometimes they can't even identify that they're even hurt,
Right.
that they're hurting you.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a lot. So like Treasure, I got to bring out Treasure. Treasure of Dreamstone is our celebrant on this Sunday for for the Nation's Ambassador Honors. On this Sunday, it's a big service, and we're really going to celebrate. And he's coming in, and he doesn't know everything that's going to happen, and all the other people that's going to receive some elevations and promotions in the service. But we're excited that we're going to have that on this Sunday, which is May the 21st, right here in Las Vegas.
Where in Las Vegas?
Well, now, see, unfortunately, because it's not open to the public,
Oh, okay.
we kept it closed due to the pandemic. But
Oh,
if you
good.
all know anybody like me, Queen Carrie Brown, my number is 702-418-2532. I still got some tickets available.
Great.
If you're interested to come out and celebrate with us. And really, I say this until you have the experience to know what it's all about, the Royal Regal Court. That installation service, I
Gosh,
tell you, it's beautiful.
Powerful.
yeah,
Yes.
you're beautiful. Your story, you're a miracle. Just hearing, where you were to where you are now is just a blessing. I love to hear the real, the hard stuff.
Right.
Because life can be hard.
Absolutely. And I do want to say one more thing. I know we don't have too much time.
Yeah.
If you're going through something that would keep you hindered or don't stop. I worked right on through me being bullied to get to where I am today. Absolutely. Keep doing you. You in your lane.
Yes, we
Do
have
your thing.
We have a higher
Absolutely.
purpose, and we just have to dig deep and find that through our
And
God.
don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
I did that. I just kept on doing my thing. That's why I love do I diddy. Doing my thing, baby. Yes. I love working for the people. I really do. I really do.
Well, I thank you so much for being here today. I loved every minute of this topic, and we hope to have you back again. We're going to go on a commercial break. And then how can everybody get a hold of you again?
Well, again, you can find me on social media under Carrie Brown on Facebook. You can find me in Instagram, Carrie Brown 785. My email is carriebrown785@gmail.com. And my home number is 702-418-2532. You can leave a contact message or what have you, or you can even go in my inbox. But especially if you're going through a crisis and you find yourself you have no one to turn to or to talk to, please reach out to me so I can help direct you and give you the right information in which way to go. And if I cannot help you, I promise you I will get you to the right people who can.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. I feel your passion. Okay, we're going to go on a quick commercial break, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes.
This show is brought to you by Michele Kubiak. If you want to buy or sell a home, call Michele. 702-683-6576.
What affects your credit? The answer can be many things. Let's take a look at a few of the most common factors and how they can impact your credit. Credit history. In order to have a credit score, you need to have open and active credit accounts. This gives you the opportunity to build a credit score and get approved for larger purchases such as a car or a home. So it's important to have a responsible record of debt repayment. Available credit and usage. The rule of thumb is to use 30% of your available credit to minimize the impact of debt on your credit score. In other words, the less credit you use, the better. Monthly on-time payments. By making sure your monthly payments are paid on time, you could boost your credit score. Late payments, however, may bring your score down. Errors on your credit report. Check your credit report regularly to make sure it's accurate. If there are any errors or signs of identity theft, report them immediately to the appropriate credit bureau. Applications for credit. If you're applying for credit, filling out several applications in a short amount of time may hurt your credit score. It's ideal to keep the applications to a minimum. However, there is an allowable shopping window for a mortgage. Remember, a good credit score could possibly save you in interest payments. If your credit score needs some improvement, however, consider starting with the basics mentioned here. And when you're ready to buy your dream home, give New American Funding a call. We'll help you find a home loan that works for you and your unique situation.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to go right into MK's Real Estate Moments. That is me, Michele Kubiak. I am a realtor with Brookshire Hathaway Home Services of Nevada. My license number is S.48606. My phone number is 702-683-6576. You can call, text me, and you can follow me on Instagram at Michele_Kubiak, RE. If you have any questions or want to view some awesome homes on my Instagram. Today we're going to go right into the market update, which is average days on market is 48 days right now. The highest home sold last week was $11 million, and the average home sale price was $553,724. We have about a 1.7 month supply of homes on the market. So what that means is that there is more demand than there is supply. So we are seeing multiple offers.
It's not as easy to get the sellers to pay your closing costs. And if all of that sounds like a foreign language to you, contact me. I educate my buyers every step of the way. And same with the sellers. There's such a thing as not just a first-time buyer, there's a first-time seller. So make sure that who you hire is educating you every step of the way, because it's your biggest purchase you'll ever make in your life, and it's the biggest sale you'll ever make in your life. So you want to make sure you're in good hands. And so I put together some photos. So if you're thinking of selling your home, I put together a slideshow of the importance of staging your home. So there's some before and after pictures, and even if the market's hot like it is right now, and homes are selling quickly, getting your home staged, whether it's vacant or occupied, there are some cleanups that you can do to make your home look better. You always want to make sure it smells good, and then a home that is staged will sell quicker than one that is not. It gives the buyers the opportunity to see, what the home could look like, because it is hard to imagine, even me as a realtor, like where the couch is going to go and so forth. And it just adds a little touch to, what you're seeing in a home. So I do have access to some home stagers that I'm trying to get here on the show as well. And so it's really important to, get your house showroom ready. Again, you can contact me at 702-683-6576. You could also go to my website and register, get a relocation guide or a buyer's handbook or a seller's handbook. And my website address is, I have a couple, MicheleKubiak.com, and it's Michele with one L. And then you could also go to takingcareofrealestate.com. That's probably easier to remember. And follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm here to support your home selling and home buying goals, and look forward to helping all of you. Again, my phone number is 702-683-6576. We're going to go on a short break and come back and talk about some of our sponsors.
This show is brought to you by Deborah Richards. Move Me No Mountains, now available at Amazon Prime.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Ready to buy a home? Whether you want to move out of your parents' home for the first time, own a home after renting for years, or buy a place with a spouse or partner, purchasing your first home is a big step. Finding the right home for you and your family has never been easier. New American Funding can help you determine how much house you qualify for, what your payments may be, and get you pre-approved, which will help you put in a stronger offer when you do find your new home. Before you start the home buying process, it's important to consider everything that you want in a home and what that means to you. There are several things you should consider when buying a home. The neighborhood. Location, location, location. School district. Review what school district the house is in. Even if you don't have kids, having a home in a desirable school district will pay off when it comes time to sell your home in the future.
Commute times. Check the routes to work, school, grocery stores, and more to see how busy they are and how much time these routes will take. Crime rate. Before you get too involved in the home buying process, check out the crime rates for the neighborhoods you are interested in. Our complete property profile report can give you property ownership, historical tax and mortgage data, neighborhood and school data, local market conditions, and more. Find the right home for you and your family with your complimentary property profile from New American Funding. To get pre-approved or to get your complimentary property profile, contact us today.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Michele Kubiak, your host, and I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors today. As you can see, they're going across the screen on our commercial breaks. Move Me No Mountain is a movie that just came out a few months back. I was actually in that movie. You can buy that on Amazon Prime. They're also on YouTube. You can follow them on Instagram at Move Me No Mountain. You can also go to their Facebook page. It's a really good movie, and it's about a real estate agent that loses her daughter, and that's all I'm going to give. But go ahead and go on Amazon Prime. It's called Move Me No Mountain. And then we also have one of our other sponsors, Modern Word Ministries is also a big sponsor for Social Media Network. And then we have Larry Garluzzo with New American Funding. He has some great loan programs if you're thinking of getting out there and buying a home. There is one that makes you look like a cash buyer. He spoke on that last week, where if you have a home to sell, but you're wanting to buy it in a competitive market, New American Funding buys the house for you while you're selling your existing home, so that you don't have, it's similar to like what they did in the old days, the bridge loan. So he has many programs that can help you get to your home buying goals and your home selling goals. So reach out to Larry. You can go to his website at larrygarluzzo.com and do a pre-approval right there on his website. And get you started and get you into a new home. Again, LarryGarluzzo.com. That's LARRYG as in God, ARLUTZO.com. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for viewing, and thank you to our guest. It was a really good show, and we hope you're feeling better, Patrick, and hope to see you on show next week. If you have any topics you'd like to cover, you can leave comments in the inbox. Social Media Networks also takes donations, and you can also become a sponsor for Social Media Networks. Just comment in the comments of this show and reach out to Maria. She can help get you started. Thank you for watching.